You guys are telling me incredible things right now. Let's talk about it. So there's massive supply chain disruptions, massive shortages, massive things are going on right now, and it's just getting worse, okay? The sanctions are making it worse, the inflation's making it worse, the money printing's making it worse, the lockdowns in China, all this stuff at once, okay? But this is something that not a lot of people are talking about, doesn't get brought up much, and this is critical. It's in almost everything in our economy right now. All the goods produced, this affects almost everything. And it especially affects the supply chain and the truckers and the fuel. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the massive chip shortage that we're having, okay? And make sure you stay tuned because I'm gonna get to what I'm being told, because it's insane, okay? And if this spreads anymore, I don't know what people are supposed to do. I don't know how we're gonna come back from this, because it takes months for the supply chain to pick up from where it left off, just to get it started again. So let's hit a couple of these headlines and then we'll get into what I'm being told. This article right here, Georgia port hit with side effects of worldwide chip shortage. This was just a couple weeks ago. Georgia Ports Authority Executive Director Griff Lynch weighs in on supply chain issue. It's saying the worldwide chip shortage continues to wreak havoc on the auto industry, causing production delays and suspensions, and has even trickled down to some of the nation's busiest ports. It says, over the past year, the Port of Brunswick in Georgia has handled fewer units of vehicles and heavy machinery due to a lack of components and steel used to build the automobiles. In the current fiscal year, the port, the second busiest in the nation behind Baltimore's for roll-on, roll-off cargo, has handled about 500,000 units, a 12% decrease from the same period last year. 12% decrease in units at this one port, okay? That's gonna have massive ripples throughout our economy. And they're saying it's due to the chip shortage, okay? All the cranes have chips, all the trucks have chips, all the boats have chips. Everything has chips in it now. It's insane. And like, yeah, it makes things faster and process easier and whatever, less heat, but it's all getting more digital and it's getting harder and harder to keep up with these supply demands. This also comes as chip shortage fears chill Class 8 truck orders in April. Worries about microchips and other parts slam lid on early spring bookings. So it said that these Class 8 trucks were at one of the lowest order points in months. It says right here, Class 8 truck orders fell to their lowest level in 7 months in April. Manufacturers worry about the ongoing supply chain disruptions and held off accepting bookings as they fret over how many trucks they can deliver in 2023. So this is going into 2023, guys. This isn't even just like we're already halfway through 2022 and we're still having all these issues. They haven't even peaked yet. It goes on to say incoming order acceptance is under pressure because of a persistent shortage of semiconductors critical to various vehicle functions. Many expected the microchip shortage to ease in the second half. We're just losing confidence that they're actually going to deliver, Cummins Inc. CEO and Chairman Tom Windbarger said. So we are losing confidence that they are actually going to deliver. That's what he's saying. So these are coming from trucking CEOs. Okay, they're trying to buy trucks to meet these supply chain issues, meet the demands that we're having right now to make up for it. They just can't even order them. They can't order trucks because all these little things need chips. Like the radio needs chips, like the dashboard needs a chip, the onboard computer system for the motor needs chips, and then the lights. It's like every little thing just needs chips now. Like, it's like ridiculous. And this also comes as Russia's attack on Ukraine halts half the world's neon output for chips. Half the world's neon output is tied up in Ukraine right now, and it's critical for these modernized chips that we need. And just yesterday, the G7 bans Russian gold imports, and they're considering even new sanctions. So it's like, what do you mean gold imports? What does that have to do with chips? Gold is also another critical component to chips and semiconductors. So now we're banning Russian gold imports as well, and Russia is the second biggest producer of gold in the world. Second biggest producer in the world. So we're gonna feel this. This is only gonna get worse. And this is not even to mention the effects that it's gonna have on our military as well, and our planes and our ships and our tanks. All these things require chips and are digitized as well in modern warfare. Drones, all these things, okay? A lot of the supply chain revolves around China. Okay, I've made a whole video on it before, how the parts that the military uses, a lot of it's just off-brand parts that they create in the same exact factory that they make whatever, your car, like your Jeep is made in the same factory as the military Jeep. They just make it in the same place. A lot of it's the same parts. It just looks a little bit different, okay? They just model it for the military. So this is gonna affect everyone. This is a national security risk as well. And not even to mention let's dive into what people are telling me now too, because this is also a national security risk. Fuel, diesel, this is all critical to the country and to the economy. So I love reading your comments. Give me your intel down below. I love the intel. I love the insider information that you guys can give me, because I'm only one person. I can only see so many things, and when you guys give me these just little things, like it just opens up a whole window for me. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and then I can just tackle 10 other things with it. So thank you guys for the intel. Make sure you leave even more down below for me so I can make another video on what you guys tell me. But this is what somebody told me. They said, I was just at Sam's Fuel Center and half the pumps were offline due to chip shortages and parts made in China. Okay, new fuel delivery that can't be distributed. So just like we said, everything needs chips now, every little thing. Okay, and they mentioned China too. Check out this article from China. China is ramping up their semiconductor and chip industry right now due to these sanctions, because they know this is the future. They know that's the key to everything, right? It says US sanctions help China supercharge its chip making industry. And then it goes on to say, China's chip industry is growing faster than anywhere else in the world after US sanctions on local champions from Huawei Technologies Co. to Hikvision spurred appetite for homegrown components. 19 of the world's 20 fastest growing chip industry firms over the past 4 quarters on average hail from China, guys. Okay, they know this is critical. They know what's really going on. And so that compared to just 8 at the same point last year. So they only had 8 of the fastest growing. Now they have 19 of the fastest growing out of 20. All in China, okay? They are preparing for something huge. And if there is a massive war that breaks out, China is going to be stocked on semiconductors and chips to repair their planes, their drones, their tanks, their night vision. Everything has chips in it now, guys. And look at this. The White House is weighing sending Americans gas rebate cards, an idea they previously nixed because of chip shortages, reports say. June 17, 2022. So they were planning out sending gas cards to everyone for the increased gas prices. Like, okay, just print more money for the inflation. Like, that makes sense to me. But they couldn't even do it because of the chip shortage. They couldn't get enough chips for the cards. Okay, because think of how many cards they want to send out. They want to send out millions of cards, to people that are struggling. It's like they need millions of chips. They couldn't do it. They couldn't get the chips, even for your card. Even your bank card has chips in it, guys. I'm telling you, every little thing, everything, even the piece of plastic, your card, it has a chip in it. It's not even electronic, but it needs these same chips, okay? These same components. Everything's digitized. So this is affecting everything. What happens when there's not enough trucks on the road anymore? Okay, and it's just a compounding issue. I've made this point before. Like, it takes trucks to make trucks. It takes chips to make chips. It takes these things already to make them on a mass scale. So if we're having a slowdown of the base components, then it's just going to affect everything at the base level. It's just like how if gas goes up, it affects everything. It affects food prices, delivery prices, everything is connected to it. Well, if there's no chips, there's no cars being produced, and then there's less trucks to literally deliver the chips to get to where they need to go. You know, it's just like a compounding issue. So I'm really worried, guys. What are we going to do to get prepared? This is something that it's like, it's kind of above like something we can do. Like we can't like go make more chips, you know. It's like our leadership needs to make good decisions, needs to make national security decisions in our best interest, and they're just not. They don't even care. People on YouTube are more concerned about these topics than our own leaders. It's like, what planet are these people living on? All right, I don't understand. So we need to elect some YouTubers into government. Let's get Economic Ninja up there. Let's get Canadian Prepper up there somewhere. Let's get Patara up there. Let's get seriously, guys, we need to get like what is happening. How are these people on YouTube, just normal people, seeing this stuff, but the government is not seeing it? Okay, they either, I mean, this right here, they had to not even send out their rebate cards because the chip shortage. Like the White House itself, they know this chip shortage is happening, but there's no response. There's no like national security. There's no National Defense Protection Act like ramp up chips or anything like for national security. There's nothing. There's no response. And yeah, all this other stuff we're being fed right now is a huge distraction, guys. Huge distraction. All this other stuff. So stay focused. Never, ever, ever stop prepping, guys. And we need to just break away from this digitized world. It's BS. I've said it a million times. They literally want to put chips in the back of your brain, okay? Want to put chips in your brain. Look up Neuralink from Elon Musk, all right? So this is key. Like, we need to move away from this technology. It makes us completely vulnerable to things that are not good, okay? Like, we can't build cars. We can't build planes. We can't defend our country. Gas pumps won't even work. So we need to move away. We need a more analog world. Get outside, get chickens, guys. Go get some chickens right now. Go to Rural King, go to Tractor Supply, go to Big R, whatever's nearest to you. I bet they got some little baby chicks. They're like $4. You don't even need much for the first few months. You literally need like a tote, just like a huge tote. A bunch of shavings to change their bedding every day, a heat lamp, and some food and water, medicated food and water, and that'll get you for the first couple months. They'll be tiny enough to just stay in this tote or whatever, and they can't even go outside. They need to stay under the heat lamp. So it's super simple, guys. Like, just do it. Just dive in. Even if you just get a couple chickens. We had 2 chickens for years. We started out with 2. And it was perfect for us. We had 2 dogs and 2 chickens, and it was great. That's all we needed. They both laid an egg a day. Like, I wasn't eating eggs every single day, so if I just ate eggs every 2 or 3 days, it's plenty, guys. Plenty. So just get started, guys. I started out with a Austrawarp and a Silkie, okay? Silkies are ridiculous. They have little tiny eggs that are like this big. I don't know if that's like good perspective, but very small compared to Austrawarp eggs, which are like this big. They're like pretty huge. So, but that's all it takes, guys. Just get started. We were in the middle of the city. I had ducks in the middle of the city squawking all day. Like, literally sound like that. And like, I don't know. I didn't care. I just gave my neighbors like a bunch of tomatoes and stuff because I had a big garden back there too. I just like, whatever, take my tomatoes, take some eggs. They didn't worry about it. It was fine. They like understood, like, I'm just trying to homestead. I'm just trying to be sustainable. And that was years ago, guys. That was 5, 6, 7 years ago now. And even longer, honestly. That's probably 7, 8 years ago. But people are even more receptive to homesteading and chickens and gardening and all this stuff now. People know. People are waking up. People are seeing what's happening, guys. So just do it. lead the way. You might be the weirdo in the neighborhood, but then someone else will do it. Someone else will get chickens. Someone else will start growing something. They'll think it's cool. Like, stand out, be different, do what you want to do, guys. I know some people have an HOA or whatever, but still, it's like, just do what you need to do. Grow some tomatoes in your garden bed or whatever. Like, there's ways around these little stupid rules. Never stop growing food, guys. And thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be on my main channel later today, this video. I posted on my main channel earlier today too, so go check out that video. And I also posted on my second channel earlier today, so go check out that video. I'll link those down below in the pinned comment so you can get to those. But yeah, make sure you go to my second channel too. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the comments, all that stuff over there too, guys. Thank you so much for growing that channel so fast. It already has like thousands of subscribers. And that's also the channel where I can like see your comments way easier, because this channel, it's like 1,000 comments, but there it's like a couple hundred. So it's a lot easier to see me. So, or it's a lot easier for me to see you. So just go over there too, hit it up. 3 videos today. I'm gonna try to post more again tomorrow. Sorry I didn't post earlier, or sorry I didn't post yesterday. I was super sick, guys. I was like, I don't know what was going on. I don't want to get into it, but I was not feeling good and very sick. So sorry for not posting. I love to post every day for you guys. I feel like it's an obligation to you guys. But thank you guys. Stick with me. 3 videos today to make up for yesterday. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for not getting sick of me posting all these videos. And you guys have a blessed day. I love you guys. Thank you.